The Sentinel is known to be reliable, fearless, disciplined, consistent, courageous, motivated, and skillful.
So do what you feel passionate about. Take chances.
All these qualities start from the mind. Your mind can be your worst enemy or your most powerful weapon.
The world becomes your library to help you to become better at your craft.
Is this the dagger?
Learn how to achieve greatness and tap into the Sentinel mindset.
Guys, let's go. Drive. We're doing drills right now. Just drive. Okay, we got a vehicle with weapons seen. Talk. This is motorcade 1.
Talk. Vehicle with weapon. Permission to pit.
Tuck and go, guys. Crash that gap. Screen him. Go.
What's up, everybody? How you guys all doing today? We have an amazing interview set up today with two incredible individuals. We've come here all the way from Canada. We've come here to be able to kind of showcase what is happening in Southwest United States. We're not going to tell you the location, but what we're going to do is tell you what is happening at this location. Today we have Byron Rodgers and we have Sweeney from the Levi Executive Protection. These guys are top dogs. These guys have incredible experience. They have a passion for this industry, and we're going to go in a little bit deeper about what is happening today and what we're calling, Brian, what we're calling this today.
This is our hard skills intensive. We have a number of different packages, but this one's designed to really prepare the executive protection professional with the hard skills competencies that he's going to need to be as advertised out in the field.
Okay, now, amazing. Rick, let's just jump right to you. We've been able to spend a couple of days right now seeing what you do in this calm, collective, I call it the fatherly approach almost, and how you're able just to kind of just pour into these people and help them get from like a starting point beginner to almost an advanced level where we've seen people and the testimonies have been transformed.
Right.
Can you tell us a little bit about like just more or less what you do that kind of helps you get them to that level?
Yeah, I think basically I've been training individuals since 2002. 2002 is really when I started training groups. First it was government, and then we started training civilians. And pretty much the same types of things, tactical subjects. Started training protection subjects exclusively right around 2007. In that time period, from then to now, I've kind of figured out how to take somebody who may not know anything about this business, or has not received training yet, but maybe got into it through a friend, and so he's out there with this suit, and he looks the part, but he doesn't really have those hard skills that you need to back up what they look like or what they sound like. And so what we have found, thousands of students later, we have found that we've figured out how to deliver a package that gets them from A to Z in a very, very brief time. And so what you guys have been seeing, I don't know if you've seen the training style before. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. But it's something we just found works. And I can take a group like we have right now, the ones you've been watching, and I know you've been talking to them, and get them from no security driving experience to, in our opinion, because we've trained government side too, to a government level security driver in 3 days. And it just seems to be working. And there was some bumps along the way figuring this system out, but now we have it nailed, and we can get these guys to a very high level where you're not just driving through cones here. It's getting pretty crazy, and I think you guys may have captured some video to show the world what that level is.
Well, we had one individual yesterday who referenced that he was a police officer back home, and in his first 2 days after probation, his car rolled over. He said he never received any training whatsoever by the police to help him navigate around that situation. And now being part of a rollover, which is I guess a module that was put on here yesterday, he was like, I wish I knew this 30 years ago. And to me, he actually said one final thing. and he said this is something that all law enforcement needs to have.
Yeah.
And to me, seeing this again, we come from Canada, where a lot of times the thought process is, and it's kind of a bad one, is that do you really need that? What's the use of doing that?
Right.
And to me, you say that until someone says, do you need an alarm for your house? Until somebody breaks into it.
Right.
What could you speak about that? About just maybe the I don't know if I want to use the word ignorance, but that naiveness of individuals that maybe look at saying things, this is maybe too high level.
Do you want to take it, Byron? You want me to take it?
Yeah, absolutely. The art of protection is like a parachute. When you need a parachute, all you need is a parachute, right? And we don't have a crystal ball. So I believe that understanding how to protect yourselves, your loved ones, and in our case, our clients, principals, and shareholders, understanding how to do that is one of the, it's something may never happen on this job. And one of the most dangerous things about this job is you may think, because you work for a principal for 5 years, nothing has happened, that it's a sign of your competence. It's a sign that you're so amazing as a protector, when in all actuality, nothing's happened yet, right? So especially with this hard skills package, what we're here to do is prepare people for that. And it's actually a really difficult thing to overcome, is because someone can go through their life cycle without those experiential pieces of information that show them how important this is. And I hope they never need them. However, this is the one skill that helps you maintain and protect everything that you know and love in your life as a civilian. Now, as a professional who signs up to stand between a principal in these types of situations, this is the one skill you better have. Otherwise, what are we advertising? What are we selling? And are we in integrity with the way that we're making our living? Right. And I've been in 3 encounters where we've had to make contact with someone on the road, where I had that moment of, am I going to have to actually choose to make contact with this vehicle? And 2 of them were in the United States. 2 of them were in places where you wouldn't think. I've operated in over 70 different countries, and 2 of them were right here. So at any point in time, with road rage, these types of things we're seeing more and more tumultuous experiences within the civilian public, with the riot situations, understanding how to use one of these and not be behind the power curve because you've never understood what it's like to make contact. You don't want to hesitate in that moment. You don't want to avoid when you should lean into it. These are the competencies people are walking away from when they're learning how to do contact driving.
Okay.
Because there's levels. There's vehicle dynamics. There's contact driving. Both are extremely important.
This is great, man. Go on.
I got a little piece just to tack on to that great speech right there. Is we do hear sometimes that you guys are training. Why do you need all that?
Right.
Contact driving and this and that. Okay, well let's come down to firearms training. So maybe you're going to be an armed executive protection agent in Canada, United States. How good do you really need to know how to shoot? I mean, let's just take a 2-day course because you know what? We'll probably not have to shoot, so let's just not be that good at it.
Right.
It's a stupid kind of way of thinking.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
We're training these guys for their worst day at the office.
Right.
And if you can handle that worst day at the office, you can most definitely bring it down to any level you want. But guess what? You have those skills in your back pocket.
And that's what's been so impressive about this, is because training at the worst day at the office, you're not coming in and being like, as we talked in earlier, we're not just coming in here and what you want to do is pretend you're going to hit a vehicle here. You're actually hitting cars here. You're actually rolling over in vehicles here. Yes. You're spinning out. You're going through a high adrenaline piece. And last night, it was being done in total darkness.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These are things, again, like, it's almost someone says, why don't you punch me here so I can know how to take the hit? No, when someone's going to punch you, you don't know where it's coming from, how it's going to come, how heavy it's going to be.
And do you think anyone who put their seatbelt on and got into a vehicle was like, today, I'm going to roll over in my vehicle.
Right.
Today, someone's going to attack me on the road and I'm going to have to defend myself against getting ran off the road or pit maneuvered or any of these types of things. Am I going to have to today? Now, the professional protector should be saying, today I'm prepared to deal with a roadblock and I know how to ram through that if it does happen. But no one's expecting these things to happen, and it's our job as private security professionals to understand how to mitigate and navigate these things effectively.
Nice. Rick, you were going to say something?
Just to tack onto that, because now that's kind of fresh in my mind. We teach our students, today is your day. If you go out that door and you're not thinking today is my day,
yes,
you might not win on that encounter.
Right.
If you think today is my day, you're going to be ahead of the curve.
Oh, wow. That's
the day I stop thinking today is my day, when I go out that door, I'll hang it up.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's the way we look at it.
Okay.
Just like Byron said, you don't wake up in the morning and go, you know what? I'm going to be attacked today when I go on that detail.
Yes.
You don't think that way.
Right.
But you need to. You need to think, today is the day I'm going to be attacked, so let me make sure I get my planning solid.
Okay.
Let me make sure my vehicle's up.
Right.
Because when that attack happens, because I'm assuming
right
it's going to happen, everything is solid.
Okay.
Let me make sure my skills are up to par.
Right.
Because when it happens, I need to make sure that I'm ready.
Okay.
And so, I just wanted to tack on to the great stuff that Byron just said.
No, that's great. That's great. This is an industry right now where you have, it's a close-knit community almost, where you know who the players are. If you're going to recommend someone for work or have someone come and work for you, you need to know what you're getting. Now, we have 12 people here today that are basically kind of almost in a situation where they're kind of like showcasing what they're doing over these next 8 days.
Right.
Are you guys looking at them and ending the way and saying, hey, I wonder if I can use them for my team? Is there any of that happening potentially that could, move into
100%. This is part of. I mean, essentially, it's almost like an in-doc. It's like an active interview,
Okay.
So, and it's a beautiful way for us to see how they deal with stress, they deal with pressure, they deal with guidance, they deal with us giving them constructive feedback. They deal with these things and to see how they work in a team, see what their impact is on unit cohesion.
Okay.
Assess their emotional intelligence. See how they work when they're tired, when they're miserable. See how much they complain, what kind of attitude they have.
Yes.
This is one of the best opportunities for us to source high quality manpower that exists. And so every student that comes through this course is on a roster. We maintain contact with them. Moving forward, they'll have access to my portal where everyone in the league, I meet with them every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, we hop on a Zoom call. They can check in, they can ask me, and we basically do our careers together. Me or one of my instructors, generally it's me, get in there and I just say, hey guys, this is your time. What are you dealing with? How can I help you?
Okay.
So they'll have an ongoing asset. They'll pay once here. They'll have an ongoing asset in that way. And he's had groups that have been in touch with him for
Since
the
2012 when we started doing a lot of veterans coming out of the military.
Yes.
We set up a group text or a group chat for each course. We still have some of these group chats open from 2012.
Wow.
That's 10 years ago.
Wow.
Now here's the interesting part, and this phases into what we were just talking about. One of the individuals in our class number 1 in 2012 is now a security manager in a high-level organization in California now.
Wow.
As soon as we started day 1 of this course, he contacted me and said, we're looking at one of the students in your course. Tell me how he did.
Okay.
So before we're even finished with day 1 of this new program we put out, we have individuals, based on the performance there, we're going to hire or not hire.
Right.
Let us know.
Right.
And so, and the reason why is because this guy's been through our course number 1
Yes.
and knew what we were putting out here.
Right.
And so when word gets out what we're really doing here, these guys are going to be really in demand. Second thing I'll say on this is I run international details. Been in Mexico since 2007, Colombia, Brazil, Lebanon. Medium to high risk areas is pretty much all I deal with. I would say right now, at any given time, we have 3 or 4 details going. 95% of the individuals on these details are students of ours.
Amazing.
Because we know they're doing it our way. We get that look, like Byron said. This is a week-long interview almost.
Okay.
And so we know who's got the temperament we want. Skills. We can give you skills, but there's that X factor too that we might not know until we see you out here in all these different scenarios.
What are guys, this is actually fantastic. For someone listening to this and they're saying, I want to do this, I want to be part of this. First of all, what should their mindset be coming into this?
And really quick on that, the hard skills intensive isn't just about getting the hard skills. The back end, the higher ability, getting exposure to multiple security companies, that's huge. But when they leave here, they're going to have a high volume of certificates that we can put into their training jacket and letters from us that will make them much more hireable. When they walk out of here, they're going to have like 5 medical certificates. Right. They're going to have a shooting package. They're going to have 2 driving certificates, a vehicle dynamics course, a contact driving course. These are rare and valuable certificates. You're going to pay once, you're going to get so much value out of this. A hand-to-hand combatives certificate that get this training anywhere else other than here at the league with the gold standard. So we're going to get them these competencies because we are protectors. We believe in the art of protection. We're going to make them competent, but we're also going to make them extremely potent in the marketplace and extremely hireable. Now with regards to the mindset coming into this course, honestly, I'd like to tell you it's almost like a boot camp. It's almost like this is going to be an experience. You're going to look at the itinerary and you're going to see everything that we're going to do. And I can tell you everything that we're going to do. But what I also want to tell you is there's no way for you to really, really be ready for the experience other than to have the faith to jump into it. Because when we get you in these cars and you're pitting and you're sliding, there's dust flying everywhere. It's going to be one of the coolest experiences you've ever had when you learn how to navigate that and control that. When we get you out on the range and you're moving principles from vehicle to vehicle and we're shooting, we're holding security, you're putting rounds on target, it's going to be one of the most amazing experiences you've ever had on the range. When we get out into the protector yard, we got our shirts off and we're out here working out. And no matter what your fitness level is, your age level is, we welcome you into that family, that safe place for you to get better, amongst a body of protectors. There's nothing like what you're going to experience here, And so the closest thing I can give you is it's kind of like a boot camp. Long days. We start at 6:30, we end after dark. We're going to push you and we're going to utilize every single moment that we have access to you for to jam this experience in you. I want you to have an emotional experience as well as a psychological experience that's going to make you a much more high quality protector.
Okay, I'm sold. I'm listening to this around the world right now. I want to be part of this next one.
I want to go when I'm here already.
No, I can't wait.
When's the next one, guys? If someone's listening wants to be part of this right now, because I think 100% people just need to see what is happening to be like, man, I need this. Yeah. Do you have a projected time frame for the next one coming up?
End of June 22nd to June 29th. We just threw the other one, the second class on our books.
Okay.
So yeah, we're ready to go.
It's already happening.
Yeah.
Okay. But no matter when you're watching this, go to epspecialist.com.
Yes.
Because we have ongoing courses, ongoing classes. This is just the hard skills intensive. We've got some other amazing courses that you need to take advantage of. We've got a pipeline, starting from the online curriculum we have all the way up through the hard skills intensive and then also into the EP immersion course, right? To get you that golden certificate to certify you as an executive protection specialist. So there's so much more coming. You want to get in on this, all of this stuff that we have here at the gold standard at the league, epspecialist.com. And if there's a class already in session or if there's something that's not on the calendar, get on the wait list because these courses go fast. When we sold this thing out, it was 2 weeks. Yeah. 2 weeks we put our first course out.
I don't even think it was that long to tell you the truth. As soon as we put it out there, it was just gone.
Right.
And we're working on a yearly schedule now for our core courses so individuals can actually schedule it out because we know people have to take vacation time off and things like that.
Right.
So now that we're on our first course, now we're going to sit down and actually knock out that yearly schedule so people can actually plan and for their vacations and whatever they have to do with their families to get away for 8 days. Yeah.
Amazing.
The last piece of that too is if you're a hiring manager and you want to run your guys through these things, maybe you've taken some awesome courses in the past, maybe you've done some vehicle dynamics stuff, your guys are at a pretty high competency level. We can tailor make packages for you. Maybe they haven't got a contact driving package yet, or there's something that you want to run them through that we have. We can do whatever you need, and we can set you guys up and just bring your group out here and run them through the training.
The timing here I think is perfect. I think since COVID has kind of passed us right now, that the need and demand for executive protection is going up right now. More and more people need this, and I think more and more people need to get ready for these opportunities that come in.
Absolutely.
And I want to thank you guys for your time. What you guys are doing is extremely impressive, is extremely needed.
Thank you.
And you guys are doing an incredible job really changing an individual. They come in one way, they leave another. They become better versions of themselves.
You guys are seeing it.
And we are amazed by that. I want to thank you guys for doing that. Thank you so much.
Excellent,
I appreciate your time, Brian.
It's an honor, brother.
Thank you so much, man. Appreciate your time, guys.
This podcast is brought to you by Executive Protection Lifestyle Canada. Make sure to drop by next week and don't forget to subscribe.